Hey, I'm Max and welcome to my new game prototype. The idea for this game is to let the player control time around him, but not for him, while forcing him to balance slowing down and speeding up by using an energy bar. The more the player slows down time, the faster it goes down, and the more he speeds it up, the faster it goes up. This system is implemented in an FPS context, so the player can dodge enemy bullets while still shooting them. First, I created a project with the Unreal FPS template. This gave me a basic gun and ball projectile. Then I changed the projectile to a bullet and added the control for slowing down and speeding up time using the mouse wheel. Next, I added the energy displayed at the top left and made it go up or down depending on the time multiplier. So when time is slowed down, the energy goes down, and when time is sped up, it goes up. When the energy reaches 0, the time multiplier goes to 1 automatically, so you have to speed up again to get your energy back. This is to prevent the player from simply going into slow motion and staying there the whole game. Then I started working on simulating the part of the body hit by a bullet. It actually took me a while to get it working, and I had many, let's say, interesting bugs. But in the end, I made it so when you hit a non-vital part of the body, it starts simulating this part a little bit, but not completely. After that, I made it so the enemies start recovering out of the simulation phase after you shoot them. And I also made it so if you hit a vital spot, the enemy goes fully simulated and drops on the ground and will not recover. Then I changed the gun of the player and fixed a little bit of the shooting angle. Now that you can shoot the enemies freely, they need to be able to shoot back at you as well. So I started implementing AI perception. This lets the enemy see the player within a range and an angle. So if you are out of range or behind the enemy, they won't see you. Once you get out of range or out of the angle, the AI will remember the last time it saw you for a few seconds and then forget. I also gave the enemies a naming animation and made them aim at the player when detected. After that, I gave them a gun and made them shoot towards the player. Finally, I added a simple muzzle flash when shooting to make it easier to see when the enemy shoots. And I also gave the player's gun a recoil animation, but it does not affect the aim, it is simply visual. Just with these simple mechanics, it is already pretty much a playable game. But of course it will need a lot more work, and I will need to add many more features for it to be fun and playable for more than 5 minutes. You can slow down time to dodge bullets, aim at enemies, shoot at them, and you can even bounce bullets on walls or make bullets ricochet off each other. I disabled the energy to test and showcase how cool the slow motion is, but like shown earlier in actual gameplay, you won't be able to stay in slow motion all the time. So you will have to either go behind cover before running out of energy and then speed up time to recover. Or if you want to speedrun or challenge yourself, you could also try to use minimal amount of slowdown to keep the energy up enough for the whole fight, and then speed up to recover between rooms. Because I want this game to be set up such that there is multiple rooms and you start in one, and you have to reach an end goal by defeating enemies and maybe finding some items on the way like keys to open doors. I would also like to add more features like explosives, arrows, traps, and maybe even some other powers like invisibility or mind control, so you could control an enemy and make them shoot at each other, for example. The point is to make the player feel super strong, and the slow motion does that well, but I'm sure it can be even better. If you like this idea or video, feel free to leave a like, let me know in the comments if you have ideas to add to this game, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.